It's that time again. We got UFC predictions for UFC Fight Night. Movsar Evloev versus Lerone Murphy. Undefeated versus undefeated tomorrow in London on a Tuesday. It's on Saturday. Anyway, this one's a little special because I'm doing not just a little bit of predictions, full card predictions, early prelims, all the way to the main event. It's a big deal, and as you know, I have my notes. I'm a notes guy now. I'm locked in. I'm professional. This is getting real. This is getting real right now, alright? So this video's going to be a little bit longer, so let's get right into it. First fight of the night. Women's strawweight. Chanel Dyer versus Ravina Oliveira. Now, Dyer has fought, I believe it was in the PFL or Bellator. I want to say PFL. Before she came to the UFC. She's got good KO. She's a good striker. She's a Muay Thai vet. She's got a lot of Muay Thai in her career. And Oliveira, though, has had all finishes in her wins. So I do believe this fight, I know I always joke around saying, women's MMA, it's going to go to a decision. I don't think this one does. I think this is a finish to start the card. And I think Chanel Dyer will get a TKO over Ravina Oliveira in the first fight of the night. She's more experienced. I don't want to know if I would say more experience, but more experience in the striking department. She's a better striker. She's got good Muay Thai. She's had good knockouts and TKOs in her career. I think she keeps it going here. I think the UFC likes Chanel Dyer too, and I think they want to see her win. Like I said, I talk about star building fights a lot. This one's a minor star building fight, but I still think it kind of is one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go Chanel Dyer to get a TKO win over Ravina Oliveira. Let's say I'm going to go round 2 TKO for Chanel Dyer over Ravina Oliveira. Now, we're getting off hot. We're starting hot. Next fight. UFC, work with me. Bring the fight up. Oh, UFC, you're naughty. You're naughty for that. It's working today. That's a good sign. Next, we got old Shamrock. Fitting because St. Patrick's Day was just the other day. Versus Abdul Karim Al-Sawadi. That's right. That's right. I know how to say stuff now, too. This is a big deal. This is a big day. I'm getting crazy. Anyway, this fight. Notes. Let's check the notes here. Abdul. He throws wild. He's going to try to strike, but he throws wild. He throws everything he's got. Like he's a power puncher. He's like, and, in all of his punches. That's what he's going to do. He gets wild. He might look for a takedown, but the only reason I kind of iffy on that is because Shamrock here, way better grappler. He's a way better grappler. In his striking, he's more calculated, more composed, more patient striker than Abdul is. So I feel like it's going to be a lot of Rock baiting Abdul into either getting caught with a punch or baiting him to get caught on the ground in submission. I believe Shamrock, if I recall, he's one of them guys that trains over there with like the Paddy Pimblets and guys like that. And he's 0-1 the UFC, but he had a tough debut. Didn't really get to showcase how good he is. I believe this fight is a good one for him to showcase how good he is. Excuse me. I'm going to go Shamrock to get the win here over Abdul by decision. Let's go decision here for Shamrock. Like I say, he's a better grappler. He's a more patient striker. I think he's got better fight IQ than Abdul does. So give me Shamrock to get it done in London. I want to do that the whole video. I want to talk like that. But I'm not going to. Lock in. Next. Louis Sutherland versus Brando Pericic. I think that's how you say that. Let's see what I got here. Louis, if you remember, he's one of the victims of Walter Walker and his heel hooks. I believe this was on, I want to say it was that Aspinall Gone card. That could be wrong, but I want to say that's what it was. And he was landing big shots on, I don't want to say big shots, but big kicks on Walter Walker. I'm pretty sure I want to say broke his leg or did some real damage to Walter Walker's leg with leg kicks. So, you mess around with Louis, might throw that leg kick, put you out. But anyway, when it comes to this, I think Pericic is a better grappler than Louis. I think Louis, like I say, he's going to try to look for them leg kicks. He's going to try to keep it on the feet and try to strike, because I think he is the better striker here. But I believe Pericic is, like I said, the better grappler. So it's going to be that classic striker versus grappler. Usually I lean towards the grappler, and that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go Pericic to get the win here over Louis Sutherland. I think he's going to get it done. He's going to get the takedown on Sutherland, probably up against the cage. Pin him up against the cage, get a takedown. Start covering position there. It's heavyweight, so once it's there on the ground, that's probably where it's going to stay. And I'm going to say Pericic ends up getting a ground and pound TKO victory over Louis Sutherland here tomorrow in London. That's my pick for that fight. That should be fun, though, because it's heavyweights. I love watching heavyweights. And like I said, Louis did some damage with them leg kicks, so Pericic better be watching that. That calf kick's coming, his leg's going to explode. So, that's what I got in that heavyweight fight here. Oh, yeah, ready to hear me say this name. Let me get the notes ready first. Let me get the notes. Of course, first, Antonio Tricoli. We know how to say that. Mantas Mantras versus Antonio Tricoli. Can't win them all, boys. Can't win them all. This fight, I think this is a very lopsided fight. Antonio Tricoli is not good. He's poop. He's poo-poo. He's buns. He's not good. The coolest thing he did was be in a relationship with Mackenzie Dern. Lucky guy. But he gets whooped on in the UFC all the time. And I think that's what's going to happen here. This is Montas' UFC debut. He had a quick win in the Contender Series. Not his debut, but his Contender Series debut. He's a great kickboxer, and I think this is a star-building fight. Like I said, I talk about this a lot. I think that's what this is here. Mantas is entertaining. He's got the look of a dangerous fighter. You look at him right there. Dude looks dangerous, looks mean. I think there's going to be someone that they can push to have fun fights. And what better way than to beat up Antonio Tricoli? So, give me Mantas, first round knockout or TKO of Antonio Tricoli. Easy work. Easy work in London. That's what I got there. Next. More heavyweights. Mario Pinto versus Felipe Franco. Now, Franco's a hot starter. He comes out hot in his fights. He's going to put the pressure on you quick. He's got a 100% finish rate in the first round. This dude does not like seeing any other round but round number 1. So he's going to be looking for a finish early. But I think Pinto is way more well-rounded of a fighter. I think he's a potential star. I think he's really good for heavyweight. Heavyweight needs stars. It needs these well-rounded, really good fighters. I believe Mario Pinto can be one of those fighters. If you watch him fight, dude's really good. He moves well for a heavyweight. He's athletic. He can strike. He can grapple. He can take you down. I do believe he's going to get the win here. And I think he's going to become a potential star in the UFC. I believe he's just got to survive that onslaught that Franco's going to bring, which I believe he will. I believe he'll end up getting a takedown on Franco, getting it to the ground. And I'm feeling a submission. I'm feeling a submission from Mario Pinto. I'm going to go second round submission for Mario Pinto over Felipe Franco tomorrow in London. Yeah, like I said, Franco, he comes out hot. Like I said, if he wins, it's going to be some crazy stuff in the first round, knockout. But I think Mario Pinto is way too good, way too well-rounded, and just a better fighter than Felipe Franco. And I believe he's going to find his way to victory, that being a second round submission in my book. Book it down. Put it on your parlay, kid. Next up. Nathaniel Wood versus Vasyl Kita. Dangerous striker. Nathaniel Wood, UFC vet. On a good little win streak right now. I want to say it's 3 or 4 fights that he's winning right now. Kita's going to be looking for a KO. He's going to come out hot, looking to swing heavy. Look for that KO. Wood gets rocked a lot in his fights. Like, he'll have good fights, close fights, but there's always a moment in them fights where he gets hit hard and gets rocked. If you ever watch his fights, that's one thing you'll pick up on. And I don't know. I definitely feel that's going to happen here with Kita. But can he survive that? I don't know, and I'm going to go with no. I don't think he's going to survive the striking of Kita in this fight. I do believe Wood will start off more calculated, more laid back, throwing a lot of kicks at Kita, because Kita kind of he's just looking to land big punches. He's not like, how do I want to word this? Like, not looking for parries or counters as much as I would like. He's going to look for just, wait for you to get done so he can throw his big shot. So I think Nathaniel will have some success early on. in the striking, being more calculated, more patient, more moving, throwing a lot of kicks. But I think Keita's going to find his button, and I got Keita via first round knockout or TKO over Nathaniel Wood. I would not be surprised if we get a Nathaniel Wood decision. I think it's two polar opposites. I say either a Nathaniel Wood decision or a Keita first round knockout. But for the funsies, I'm gonna go Keita first round knockout over Nathaniel Wood in London. That's gonna make the crowd happy to see that. But that's what I got for Keita versus Wood. Next, Mason Jones and Axel Sola. Let's line this up. There we go. All right, Mason Jones, Axel Sola. Lightweight fight. Sola used to be 170. He's moving down to 155, so he's going to be a big dude. He's probably going to have the size advantage over Mason Jones in this fight. But I believe Jones is a better grappler than Sola. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of grappling in this fight. It's going to be Jones wanting to get him down or put him up against cage. Just be in dominant position over Axel Sola. And I think that's what's going to give him the victory here. I'm going to go with Mason Jones to get a decision win over Axel Sola. There's lots of grappling. I feel like that's where he's better. That's where he's more comfortable. And I feel like that's where he's going to lean to get a win over an undefeated guy. Solo's never lost. You see right there, 11-0-1. 11-0-1. That one don't count. That one does not count. Ask Lerone Murphy in the main event. That one is not a loss. So, anyway, I'm going Mason Jones. Decision win via lots of grappling to get the win over Axel Sola. Now, next fight. We move up. Curtis Campbell, Danny Silva. The Pink Panther is in the UFC. He's already got that Dana White privilege. He's getting to wear the pink shorts already. Ugly, dude. Dude, this dude's ugly, man. I'm sorry. He ties his hair up in that little thing. Woo! Bro's butt ugly. Bro looks like butt. But good thing he can fight. He's got the hype. He's got all the hype right now. Expect him to look for takedowns. I believe he's a long, patient striker. Looks to counter punch a lot, find his openings, but he loves to get body lock takedowns and look for takedowns. And I believe that's what he's going to do here against Danny Silva. The thing is, though, Silva is going to look to blitz in and stop Curtis from having that long-range counter-punching style that he likes to do. Silva's going to look to get inside, blitz heavy on him. And Silva's tough, man. I think he's tougher than anybody Curtis has fought yet in his career. So I believe he's going to pose some problems for Curtis Campbell. Silva will pose some problems, I do feel. So I don't think it's going to be as perfect as Campbell would like his fight to be, his debut fight to be in the UFC. But I do believe he'll still get the win. I believe he'll get a takedown late on Danny Silva and get himself a TKO due to ground and pound. I could see like a late second round, early third. But yeah, I'm going to go Campbell, gets the takedown, ground and pound, puts out Danny Silva, and wins himself his UFC debut. The Pink Panther makes it to the UFC and gets himself a win. The hype train keeps rolling. Now, excuse me. This one's interesting. Middleweight fight. Roman Dolidze versus Christian Leroy Duncan, CLD. This is a goofy fight, I think. Man, let me tell you why. Roman Dolidze, he can grapple, and that's kind of it, but he wins. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can grapple, and that's kind of it, but he wins some fights. Leroy Duncan is definitely the better striker here, but he's a wild striker. Like, he likes to do fun stuff. You'll see him doing the spins and the crazy, the UFC, the video game stuff. You'll see that. And I believe that could be bad in a fight with Dolidze, because I believe that'll open up a lot of opportunity for Dolidze to get takedowns and get Leroy Duncan to the ground and look for his submissions, because he's really good on the ground. He is really good on the ground. I believe you're going to be looking for Dolidze here to close the distance, try to get his hands on CLD, take him down, and just smother him, look to grapple. Like I said, he's going to look to get it to the ground, look for his submissions. Leroy Duncan needs to be careful, man. He's going to be the better striker. He needs to stay moving, and he doesn't need to get so pretty with his strikes. I would like him to be more fundamental in this fight, to not let Roman Dolidze get those takedowns and get to those grappling situations that he wants to get to. So CLD need to be a little more careful here. I could see it might be safer to say CLD wins this fight, but I'm gonna go Dolidze decision, lots of grappling. Lots of grappling. I could see him catching a fluky submission over Leroy Duncan just because he does some stupid spinning, whatever. Dolidze moves out of the way, gets on his back, backpacks him, or, whatever, something stupid. But I'm still going to go Dolidze via unanimous decision. I don't even know if it's just decision. What? I don't care. Unanimous split, whatever. Just give me decision. Do we care that much? Give me decision. Roman Dolidze decision over Leroy Duncan. I would not be surprised if Dolidze just gets absolutely the piss beat out of him by Christian Leroy Duncan. I would not be surprised. But I'm going to say Roman Dolidze. He's been there before, kind of. I mean, his last fight was rough against Fluffy. Fluffy literally, that rear naked choke looks like Dolidze sitting, on his butt. He puts him in, you guys know what I'm talking about, and just lifts him straight up off the ground, like he's something you do to your little brother. That's what he did to Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze's huge, bro. He's a big dude. Give me Dolidze, decision, over Leroy Duncan. I don't have the most confidence in that one, but that's what I'm going to go with. Now. Oh, sorry. Got too excited. Austin Lane. Moving down from heavyweight to light heavyweight. Versus Baranowski. Right? Someone tell me if I'm right. I'm pretty sure that's right. Now, this one's interesting because Austin Lane, you know what he's known for? Getting knocked out. That's what Austin Lane is known for. He's known for getting knocked out. Like I said, he used to be a heavyweight. He's not bad. He's not good. He's bad. He loses a lot, And he's looking to knock you out or get knocked out. He's a do-or-die fighter. And I believe this fight is kind of one of them star builders I'm talking about here. There's no way this fight goes to a decision. I kind of feel there's no way this fight goes to the second round. I believe these guys are going to swing for the fences, but Baranowski would definitely find the button of Austin Lane multiple times. I could see Lane looking to try to grapple after getting rocked from a big punch and then not getting the takedown and getting ground and pound with elbows on the ground and getting finished that way. But either way, give me Austin Lane to lose. Give me Baranowski to win. First round, knockout, or TKO over Austin Lane. Yeah, this fight is literally, they know someone's going to die in this fight. That's why it's on the main card. It is what it is. Baranowski, first round knockout or TKO over Austin Lane. Book it now. Don't blink. Don't blink on that fight. This one. Welterweight fight. Michael Venom Page versus Sam Patterson. I don't know what MVP's doing. Bro's just bouncing around weight classes. A little bit of welterweight. A little bit of middleweight. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. He's doing whatever. I don't know. He's coming off a win over Jared Cannonier at middleweight. I think he was ranked at middleweight, wasn't he? He got into the ranking? Or no, he wasn't ranked. I don't believe. I don't know. He was ranked at one of the two at one time and then bounced to the other. I believe he's ranked at welterweight, moved up to middleweight for no reason. Got some wins at middleweight. Now he's back to welterweight. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he sees an easier path to the title at welterweight than he does at middleweight. He doesn't want to fight Khamzat Chimaev, but I wouldn't want to fight Islam Makhachev either. So I don't know what his plan is. He's kind of in a bad spot. But anyway, he's taking on Sam Patterson. Interesting fight here. Both guys. MVP tries to say, I don't represent anybody, any country. Bro, you're from the UK. And so is Sam Patterson. So it's a win-win for the crowd here. MVP, we know he's got that weird style, that karate. You know the gym. When they're doing the bouncing and he pops in with the jab. He's going to do the same stuff. Let's be real. MVP's not entertaining. This isn't Bellator anymore, so he's not going to get the knees to the face, the crazy jumping knees on these crazy knockouts, and throw the pokeballs like he was doing in Bellator. We're not doing that here. This is UFC, bud. This is the next level. You're not fighting cans no more. You're fighting the best of the best. And today you're fighting Sam Patterson. Tomorrow. Anyway. It's going to be that same style, though. The bouncing, the in and out. Bounce, bounce. Jab, overhand. Clinch. Bounce, bounce. Jab, overhand. Clinch. It's going to be the same thing over and over. And it's a hard style to figure out. And Sam Patterson, he's on a good little win streak. He's a good striker. I think he's a better grappler than MVP. So you would think he has more ways to win. But MVP is just so awkward. And he's so hard to figure out. His style is so hard to figure out. And I don't believe, of all people, Sam Patterson's going to be the one to figure it out. Ian Gary was the only one to beat him so far in the UFC. And Ian Gary's like up there to get a title shot. So all of a sudden I think I'm supposed to think Sam Patterson's got it figured out. I do not. I believe it's going to be an MVP decision. I believe it's going to be a lot of that style, that bouncing around, jab, overhand clinch, stuff he does all the time. I could see him having Patterson pinned up against the cage a lot when he gets his back close to the cage, or reversing position. If he gets his back up against the cage, you know what I'm saying? If MVP's up against the cage, I could see him reversing Patterson and kind of just holding him there, breaking away, back to the bouncing around. It's not going to be entertaining, I don't think. It'd be cool if Sam Patterson could catch, he's a good striker. If he can catch a good cross or something down the middle and sit MVP down, that would be cool. And he's a better grappler than MVP. Like, we saw MVP struggle with Kevin Holland, almost submitted him. He got on the back of Michael Venom Page and almost got him in the rear naked choke. That was crazy. Nobody talks about that, I feel like, but that did almost happen. But yeah, I'm still going to go MVP to get a decision here over Sam Patterson in this fight. Like I say, he's just an awkward guy to figure out. And then we'll see if he stays at welterweight. We'll see if he goes back up to middleweight. I don't know what MVP is doing, but I do know that he's going to get a win tomorrow night over Sam Patterson. Book it. Next fight, the co-main event. Luke Riley versus Michael Aswell Jr. Featherweight fight. Now, Luke Riley, best buddies with Paddy Pimblett. They train together. He's on the hype train here. He's got a good knockout in his debut. But the fact that this is the co-main event to me is crazy. I mean, there's not a lot of... I don't want to say there's a lot of star power on this card, so I kind of get it. Like, I kind of understand, but at the same time, it's like, man, he's in the main event. Luke Riley's main event guy. Let's read some notes about him, huh? Let's see. Luke Riley. Literally the first thing I have is Crazy Riley and co-main. That's the first thing I've written down. But anyway, it's a second UFC fight. This is definitely a star-building fight. The UFC wants Luke Riley to be a star 100%. They wanted Paddy to be a star. They want Riley to be a star. It's the same thing. They want him to be a star. But I think it's going to be tougher than his last fight. Aswell's conditioned. He's a tough guy. I think he's going to look for takedowns on Riley, and he'll be able to get some. I do believe he will get some takedowns every now and then, earlier in the fight than later in the fight. Riley's definitely the better striker here, but I still believe this is a more favorable matchup for Riley to win over Aswell. Like I said, I believe Aswell, he's going to try to put the pressure on him. Trying to get inside, look for the clinch, look for takedowns. Just trying to smother Luke Riley in his striking is what I believe he's going to look to do here, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think he'll have some success here and there with that style, but I do ultimately believe that Luke Riley will get this fight done. I'm going second round TKO for Luke Riley. It's going to be huge there in London. The crowd's going to go nuts. That's our boy. That's our boy Luke Riley. They're going to love him. They're going to be happy to see him get a TKO. And yeah, so I'm going second round TKO for Luke Riley in the co-main event of UFC London in the O2 Arena. Book that. UFC's trying to build a star. They're building one up pretty well in Luke Riley. I mean, they're building him up, like right now. I mean, already in the co-main event, second fight in the UFC. So they're trying. They're pushing him straight to the moon, the same way they did with Paddy Pimblett. So that takes us to the fight I am so excited about. The main event, featherweight fight, undefeated versus undefeated, 19-0 Movsar Evloev versus 17-0-1 Lerone Murphy. Dude, this fight's fun. I don't care. This fight is fun. They're not boring. These guys aren't boring. I don't care if people say they're not boring. I'm sorry. Now, I got a lot about this. Movsar, we all know he's a wrestler. He's looking to grapple. Yes. He's never finished anyone in the UFC. Yes. He's undefeated. He's the number one ranked featherweight, the number one contender, obviously behind the champion, Volk. He's a good fighter, and he's underrated on the feet. I don't care if people say his striking is underrated. He's better than people think. A lot of people are just expecting to take down the smother, whatever. He can strike, bro. Look at this shape this dude's in. That dude's crazy, bro, and he can strike. He can strike a little bit. I'm not saying he's some elite level crazy striker, no, but he can strike. He's got some hands on him. I definitely think this fight's going to a decision, though. 100% with these two. 100%. One thing I look at here, obviously, we talk about Movsar. Looking for the takedowns, looking for the wrestling. Murphy gets taken down too much. He gets taken down too much. Bro, if you're getting taken down by Josh Emmett, Movsar's taking you down. Josh Emmett's picking you up and dumping you on your head. Movzar is picking you up down your head multiple times. Movzar is going to get the takedown. It's inevitable on Lerone Murphy. He's got his wrestling's elite. We all know it. I mean, look at the guys. His resume too. He's beaten Diego Lopez. He's beaten Arnold Allen. He's beaten Aljamain Sterling. He's beaten better guys. Lerone Murphy's beaten what? Josh Emmett, and then what? Aaron Pico. I don't care about Aaron Pico with the spinning back. Oh, no, bruh. If you're beating people from Bellator, I don't care. I don't care about there's like nobody that came from Bellator that's good. I don't care. Michael Chandler is not good. Look what happened to Patchy Mix. Look what Pitbull's doing. Look at Pico. Nobody's been that good, man. Nobody's been that good. The only guy that pops in my head that I associate with Bellator and the UFC is Eddie Alvarez. Okay, cool. Eddie was cool. He wasn't he's not one of the best in the world, you know? So it's like I don't put a lot of stock into beating a Bellator guy. I'm sorry. There's a reason the UFC's the top of the top and the Bellator is not and got, bought out by the PFL. Anyway, like I said, Movzar, great wrestler. Lerone Murphy gets taken down too much in that fight. Movzar's got a better resume than Lerone Murphy. I think Movzar's just more well-rounded. Like I said, more proven. His striking is it's not as bad as people say it is. I think it's low-key underrated. We know he's a better wrestler. I believe he's going to be a better grappler than Lerone Murphy as well. He's got the better resume. Murphy, I think, will... he's slick, though. He is slick on the feet. I believe he'll catch Movzar with some stuff on some shots. Like, might catch a knee in there, might catch an uppercut, He might scramble pretty well early in the fight, but I feel like the longer the fight goes, the more tired he's going to get, the more drained he's going to get. And that's when Movzar really is going to start taking advantage with his wrestling, with his pressure, and kind of holding Murphy down. Excuse me. And smothering him to get himself a win here. I do believe Movzar is going to win this fight. I do believe he's going to go to 20-0. Like I said, I believe he's just more well-rounded. He's better than Lerone Murphy. I think he's got more outlets to victory. I don't see Murphy knocking him out. I don't see Movzar rushing and getting caught with an elbow like Pico did. Like, Murphy's not a finisher, really, bro. This dude doesn't finish people that much. These guys are both decision merchants, 100%. So I do believe this will go to a decision. But, dude, a decision? I'm picking the Russian in a decision all day long. Give me Movzar Evloev. Decision win over Lerone Murphy. Like I said, he's going to take him down. He's going to beat him up on the ground. He's going to smother him. He'll probably look for some submissions here and there. He'll probably land some strikes. He'll land some good strikes. It's going to be in Murphy's head that he's got to watch for that takedown. So I believe Movzar will land some strikes. He will get his takedowns. I believe Murphy, though, he'll land some stuff of his own. He might, like I said, he might catch Murphy on the way in with some things. But at the end of the day, give me Movzar Evloev to win this fight by decision. That'll make him 20-0. And he should get the title shot eventually, man. I believe if he gets a finish over Murphy, he'll 100% get the title shot. If he gets a decision, I can see the UFC not doing it. Because there's a lot of rumors right now that it's going to be Jean Silva versus Volk. And then the winner of that will fight the winner of this. I don't know. I could see that happening. Jean Silva said he's going to be front row at this fight. And then is going to sign his contract to fight Volk while he's there. So that could possibly happen too. I don't know. Movzar said he held off so long for fighting because the UFC wanted Diego Lopez to beat Volkanovski and win the featherweight title, and then they wanted to run the rematch of Movzar versus Lopez. So that's why Movzar said he waited for so long. I don't know. It's all hearsay. Movzar, there was supposed to be a thing with the visa issues. Obviously, that's not happening. My inside source was right. Shout out to that guy. Cannot remember his name. But if you follow me on social media, I had an inside source message me personally and say that Movzar was going to be here for this fight and it was good to go. He wasn't lying. Bro was right. Respect to him. But anyway, Movzar, decision over Lerone Murphy, #1 contender. Book it down. And those are my picks, bro, for UFC London tomorrow night. I guess not tomorrow night. For me, it's at like 4 o'clock. So 4 o'clock for me in London. Movzar, Lerone Murphy, this card. Should be fun. I'm excited. I predicted all of them too. All the way from early prelims and main event. This is the first time. So I'm excited to watch those tomorrow. Make some videos about those. And then obviously, of course, make the recap. See how I did on my predictions. See if I was right. See if I was wrong. See if I know ball or not. Last time out on fight night, I went 10-4, bro. 10-4. We locked in. 10-4. And you guys know I am a prelims demon, so watch out for them prelims. I might go 100% on them prelims. It's kind of just what I do. That's just what I do. But hey, that's it for today. those are my predictions for UFC London. It should be a fun show. Enjoy the show, comment, and tell me who you think is going to win the fight, especially the main event. I'm very curious when people think are going to win this main event, because I think it's kind of comfortably Movsar, but I've seen a lot of people think Lauren Murphy's going to win. So let me know what you guys think on this fight. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, all that stuff. Follow my social medias, my Instagrams, my TikToks. They'll be linked in the what's that called? The description below. Follow those. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the recap of UFC London. Pip pip cheerio.